Welcome to episode 2, part 1 of my YouTube series exploring remarkable discoveries at my Paleolithic site here in southern England. This episode highlights some of the most exceptional stone tools uncovered, showcasing their incredible diversity, function, and artistic significance. At this unique site, I consistently find a wide variety of Paleolithic tools. Finely crafted hand axes, robust adzes, spherical hammerstones, durable anvils, specialized ovad and wedge-shaped scrapers, meticulously edged denticulates, and precision-crafted blades. There's clear evidence of hafted tools, suggesting advanced techniques, alongside serrated knives, piercing awls, drills, chisels, leatherworking implements, abradors, and intriguing stone weights, potentially used for looms, fishing nets, bolas, or other critical tasks. Remarkably, many of these tools also feature figurative imagery, suggesting they serve not just as practical implements, but also as artistic objects for communication, or possibly as silent aids in hunting and survival activities. Throughout this episode, I'll showcase a selection of these exceptional artifacts, demonstrating the undeniable validity and importance of my discoveries. The tools from this site are among the finest Paleolithic examples ever found, not just locally but globally, surpassing many artifacts displayed in museums or available online. The diversity of tool types found here challenges traditional expectations of Paleolithic industry, suggesting more varied and complex prehistoric practices than previously recognized. Although precise dating remains challenging, the tools likely span a vast time frame, from at least 500,000 to 1 million years ago, or possibly even older, extending through the Middle and Lower Paleolithic periods. This considerable antiquity is clearly indicated by their uniformly thick patination. Intriguingly, these tools also suggest a degree of organized civilization and specialized industry at the site. Different areas yield distinct concentrations of specific tools: small square hatchets in one sector, large hand axes in another, hammerstones clustered in yet another zone, piercing tools gathered elsewhere, and notably, one area particularly abundant in figurative representations of specific species. Join me as we delve deeper into this fascinating collection, uncovering what these tools reveal about the lives, skills, and artistic expressions of our distant ancestors. Let's begin with a clear proof of concept, an undeniable example that illustrates both the authenticity and potential function of these figurative artifacts. While many types exist, this particular item may have served as a silent hunting aid. What we have here is unmistakably a flint blade tool. It shows fine retouching along the edges and even hints of petrified pigment. While it can suggest multiple figurative forms, we'll focus on the bird-like imagery. By simply rotating it in the hand, it reveals clear impressions of a small bird, wren-like, facing either left or right, as if perched on a branch or in a nest. With further movement, the same tool evokes a bird in flight, again in both orientations. Remarkably, you can even mimic a flapping motion, creating a primitive animated effect. Whether this was intended as a visual novelty or a practical tool for nonverbal communication, perhaps to signal to a hunting partner about bird movement, it stands as strong evidence for deliberate design and symbolic function. Likewise, this flint blade presents multiple figurative interpretations, but one stands out clearly. A clear bare front half can be seen on both sides. The shape and form could easily be used to indicate direction, perhaps even the path of travel. Pigment traces are also visible on this piece, supporting intentional shaping and emphasis. Many of the tools from this site display distinct ape-like profiles: baboons, chimps, and gorillas. But this example is especially striking, showing what appears to be a full frontal face. Such a depiction might have served a practical function, to silently indicate where an ape was looking, aiding in coordinated hunting strategies or ambush planning. This is a flint hand axe, very similar to those uncovered at Boxgrove, which have been reliably dated to around 500,000 years ago. And just like some of the Boxgrove examples, this piece contains what I believe are deliberate figurative elements, early symbolic art embedded within the tool itself. I've highlighted the details of a simple chimp-like face profile there on the left, but actually there is probably a stack of faces there. Now consider its overall shape and the pattern of flake removals. If this hand axe had been worked solely for practical reasons, shaping, thinning, sharpening, it would resemble the simplified utilitarian drawing shown here on the right. But some of the removals on this piece defy that logic. Take the flake at the bottom. It forms a shape strikingly similar to a mouth. That's not a typical impact scar. Once you understand that many flint tools were shaped not just for function, but also for figuration, these so-called odd scars begin to make sense. They're not mistakes. They're intentional design elements, crafted to convey meaning far beyond simple utility. The site has yielded a large number of flint scraper tools, many of which follow relatively simple forms. Among them, two main styles appear most frequently: the thin O-vase scraper and the robust wedge-shaped scraper. What you're seeing here are some of the more basic examples of those common types. Functional, straightforward, but still very much part of the broader toolkit used at the site. Most of the scraper tools found at the site display classic signs of flint knapping: bulbs of percussion, striking platforms, ripple marks, retouched or serrated edges, and visible usage wear. Many also feature cortex left intentionally on one side, providing a natural grip opposite the working edge. However, not all artifacts conform to these expected patterns. Some pieces suggest the use of advanced, or possibly lost, techniques. These tools exhibit deliberate shaping that implies clear cognitive intent, yet they lack the typical markers of standard knapping methods. Here are a few examples that seem to challenge our current understanding of how flint was worked. Their design appears purposeful, but the process used to create them remains unclear, pointing to either an unconventional approach or knowledge no longer preserved in modern lithic studies. This flint blade tool appears as a highly detailed elephant sculpture. It features a distinct equilateral triangle at its center, beside what appears to be a partial fingerprint. Its scale matches my own, suggesting it was preserved in the patina by being shielded from hydration, likely due to a tar-like, water-resistant pigment. Though not tested here, this pigment matches previously analyzed samples. Other probable fingerprint traces are visible, especially where the tar appears in the left image. Notably, a straight, near-perfect line runs from the sculpted ear to the upper edge, forming a symmetrical trapezoid. This sharp hairline blade, along with these perfect geometric alignments, demonstrate deliberate design and exceptional skill, clear evidence of cognitive intent. Figuratively, we see the ear, feet, cortex trunk, recessed, an eye formed by tar and flake removal, and multiple sets of nostrils. These repeated intricate features strongly support intentional figuration. An Italian team discovered a similar artifact among tools dated to around 400,000 years ago, identified as a leather smoother, evident by its polished tip. This remarkably symmetrical example from the site in southern England immediately stood out as a significant work tool, though I didn't yet know its function. Under the microscope, the cortex tip shows clear wear, right in the same spot as the Italian example, strongly supporting the same use. This piece was found near the leather smoother, which led me to wonder if it served as a mold for shaping a shoe. Its foot-like form and the presence of a hole suggest it may have been used to dunk a leather-wrapped template during tanning. But another possibility is even more intriguing. It could have functioned as a primitive prosthetic. With basic wood and leather work, it could still be adapted into one today. It's speculative, but certainly worth considering. I still have a vast amount of material to share with you, so Episode 2, focused on Paleolithic tools, has been divided into multiple parts. Only once we've covered these can we move on to Episode 3, which will explore lightly modified flint nodules shaped into artistic forms, along with some remarkable fossils that show signs of ancient human modification. It's well worth staying tuned. There's much more to come. These finds offer incredible insight into a world likely millions of years old. I'll delve deeper into dating evidence soon, but for now, just consider what's being revealed. This isn't just about dinosaurs, though that alone is a stunning revelation. It's about the extraordinary sophistication of ancient people, true artists, living in times the mainstream still portrays as primitive, barely beyond ape-like. What I've uncovered tells a very different story. If you'd like to see more content, prehistoric artifacts, and detailed looks at amazing specimens, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support genuinely helps get these videos made. Thanks for watching. Until next time.